Hey guys, and welcome to a side video that I thought could be interesting. So recently the Game Grumps have been doing videos where they Wikipedia themselves because they're relevant enough to have Wikipedia pages, so they've been looking to see if the information is accurate. Now, I'm not relevant enough to have a Wikipedia page or even someone dedicating a page on a wiki to any of the places that I contribute to that to give me a page that lists a biography and accomplishments and whatever, which I sort of think is the pinnacle of that. So the moment I do get one, I will be like, okay, that is exactly as famous as I wanted to be. Relevant enough to have a Wikipedia page, or a page on a wiki. So whenever I get that famous, that's as far as I'm going. That's as much as I want. I just want a page that someone wrote about me that lists my accomplishments in a cited, that are all cited and whatever. So I'm not that relevant. I don't have that. But what I do have is an extremely, extremely common name. So you might notice, if you haven't already, that you can't exactly search my name and get my stuff. It's sort of why I have BlackScarabFilmZ, because that's the only way you're going to find any of my stuff with my name attached. Because otherwise, first of all, Michael was like the most popular baby name of like all time for like 20 years, that like there were years where it was the most popular name. So there's a million Michaels. And not only a million Michaels, but there are a million Michael Gleasons, because Gleason is a relatively common last name. There's a lot of people with the last name Gleason that aren't related to me. Like Jackie Gleason, the famous comedian and comic actor from The Honeymooners. Not related, just have the same last name. Although there is a bus terminal near me named for him. So I thought it would be a fun video for me to Google my name and look at all the other people that aren't me. So hopefully you guys find it funny. Michael Gleason. I already typed in my name to see if this was going to be anything interesting, and I think it is. So let's see what we get. First of all, we get, no Google, you can't know my location. It does. So the main thing we get here is Michael Gleason, the screenwriter, which is, ironically, also not me, even though that is what I want to be. So the first thing we get, and most of the first page, is stuff relating to Michael Gleason, the screenwriter who passed away 2 years ago, who wrote for such series as McCloud, Remington Steele, and if you notice the last name of the professor, his name is, the character, his name is Thomas Steele, Thomas being a family name, and Steele being Remington Steele. That's where it came from. Mr. and Mrs. Sif, Murphy's Law, and he has a bunch of credits. He wrote for like every popular TV show from the 80s and 90s, except Quantum Leap. I don't think he wrote for that. I think that's probably the only show he didn't write for. And actually, he had been writing since the 60s. He wrote a lot of, he wrote 132 episodes of Peyton Place, which, look at that. That is impressive, this guy. And he was a producer for 19 things. A lot of this is stuff he wrote for. And then he was miscellaneous crew for Police Academy, the series, as a creative consultant, and Bracken's World, which I don't know what Bracken's World is. I've never heard of it. Let's take a look. It was a behind-the-scenes at the fictitious Sanctuary Studios headed by John Bracken. Oh, okay, it was a TV show with Peter Haskell, Gene Cooper, no one I really know. So, okay, let's go back to Google. And we get obituaries for Michael Gleason. We get Michael Gleason a Wikipedia page, not me. And we get Mike Gleason, who was an American rower born in Philadelphia, who was in the 1904 Summer Olympics, and he was part of the American boat, and he won 8 gold medals in the 8s. So the gold medal in the 8s, not 8 gold medals. I can't read. So that's fascinating. And, we get a lot of stuff for the screenwriter, Michael Gleason. Most of this stuff is about him. And I think this is also I think that's also the screenwriter. I'm not gonna click on everything about him. I basically told you. Oh, that's my Google. I might blur out my Google information. It's just my email, but that's my personal one. So we have jonesday.com, which has Michael Gleason, and it is Michael A. Gleason, who is a partner at what looks like a law firm. With more than 10 years of experience, Michael Gleason counsels clients on antitrust matters. That's interesting. I did consider a career in the legal field. I do like law. I think I'd make a good lawyer, but I don't know if I could defend monsters and put away innocents. So, I have too much empathy, I guess. This, again, Michael Gleason, Remington Steele, Michael T. Gleason, another lawyer, I guess, who works for Raven and Colby LLP in, Manhattan, which is interesting. He works in the New York tri-state area, which is also where I work and exist. Michael T. Gleason. Michael Gleason minor league statistics. Oh, there is a Michael Gleason who is a baseball player. He is still alive. He's a recent player. Michael S. Gleason, Michael Steven. He's a relief pitcher. He was born in 1988. He's age 30. And he was drafted by the Red Sox. Oh. Well, now I have to hate him because he lives in a different place than I do, and his baseball team doesn't like my baseball team. I'm not really a sports guy, but I will defend the Yankees to the death because they are the home team. RHMC, Michael Gleason, and we get, he is a senior loan officer. Michael J. Gleason. Okay, this guy has the closest name so far to me. This is Michael J. Gleason, which I am also. Although I don't know what his middle name is. Although I would say Joseph is probably a good guess. Oh, that's funny, this review. Kathleen and Scott Powers. I have relatives whose last name is Power, and I think, and that's funny. And I know someone named Scott. Maybe this is me. Ooh, should I get a free rate quote from Michael Gleason? And he also works in the New York tri-state area, New Jersey, Connecticut. This is ridiculous. This guy actually, again, in the same area that I live in. That's crazy how we're all kind of clustered. See, Michael Gleason, Children of Choices. He's a singer and he has a CD. Don't think less of me about this, but, whatever. I'm gonna have to blur out the side of the screen. That's my zip code. Can't let you guys see that. Michael Gleason, Children of Choices, from the label Pachyderm. And according to these reviews, it is fantastic music. Excellent. I learned about Michael Gleason recently and bought this CD from Amazon. He's a world-class singer. Oh, he's a Christian singer. Oh. Yeah, we are not alike at all. Oh, here we are. Children of Choices, Western World, Feeding the Fire, One Breath Away, Don't Give Them That. I wish this was one of the ones where I could actually listen to it on Amazon, because I'd be curious to know what his music sounds like. But, find Michael Gleason at legacy.com. Ooh, more obituaries. A lot of dead Michael Gleasons. Magnolia, Texas, Columbus, Ohio. Oh, that's 41. That's unfortunate. I feel bad for this one, because he died very young. L.A., Michael Patrick Gleason, Michael Davis Gleason Jr., 76, Denver, Michael E. Gleason from Syracuse, Michael Jack Gleason from Cumming, Georgia. He has a lot of legacies. Elk Grove Village, Michael E. Gleason, who, another Michael J. Gleason, and he looks young, and that looks like a recent picture. That's sad. Gorham, Maine, Belmont, Massachusetts for Michael G. Gleason. Oh, Michael Joseph Gleason from Vine Grove, Kentucky. That's unfortunate. Michael Mike Gleason from Lansing, Michigan. That's him again. Oh, that's him again. Michael William. Michael Joseph again. Independence, Missouri. Okay, this is getting depressing. I'm going back to Google, but see, that's how common my name is. There's a million dead people that have my name. Another obituary. That's the one from Lansing, Michigan. That's funny. Did I say Lansing, Missouri? I might have said Lansing, Missouri. I meant Michigan. Let's see. Next page. Michael Gleason, Endicott Athletics and Recreation. From Bradford, Massachusetts. He's a lacrosse player, who played recently. Oh, that's interesting. He's from Bradford, Massachusetts. He was a freshman whenever this was put up, so that's interesting. LinkedIn, Michael Gleason, Every Road. I wonder if this is the same Michael Gleason from before. Very possible. Yep, this is the same guy. His first solo rock effort, Children of Choices from 1990. This is him again. So, he's still working, apparently, or he released 2 albums. We know that. Michael Gleason, Anxiety and Depression Association of America. Ooh, this one might be me. I kid. Mental health is serious and it shouldn't be joked about, although I do think I have anxiety. Born and raised in Iowa, and he is a scientist and a successful entrepreneur. So, good for that, Michael Gleason. Real estate. Let's take a look, see if we can get a picture. Yep, there he is. Look at that. Look at that, Michael Gleason from Virginia Beach. He's a real estate consultant. And, Flint, Michigan, Michael Gleason Photography. These pictures aren't bad. This is interesting. You can mention this ad and get 10% off. So, I don't know where he is. I'm actually kind of curious on where he's located. So this is him. Michigan. Duh. I read that when I clicked Google. So if you're in Flint, Michigan, mention that ad and mention that you know another Michael Gleason. That's the same one. Michael Gleason, entrepreneur.com. Founder of InMyArea.com and Consumer Brands. He lives in Newport Beach. And these are a few ads, so next page. We're just gonna keep going until either things get less interesting or we start coming up around the same people again. Inside Consumer Brands, that's that entrepreneur guy. This is Michael Gleason, who works with MIT, the Keith Nelson Group. He joined in 99. He's an alumni since 2001, and that's it. Okay. Michael Gleason on Redfin. I don't know what Redfin. Boston, Michael Gleason. He's a home inspector. So he inspects houses in Massachusetts. So good for that, Michael Gleason. Michael Gleason in Buda, Texas, who does planning and engineering. And yeah. A lot of these don't have information. In my area, yeah, that's the other. Dr. Michael Gleason from Birmingham, Alabama. Here we go. This is interesting. He's a surgeon. Oh, good for him. 1 to 2 years in practice. He's male, I would assume. He does not list his insurance on this website. He has he's a surgeon. And he has a lot. Oh, look, he's got Texas, Alabama. And, look at that. He's got a bunch of licenses. So good for him. Good for that, Michael. And there's another Michael Gleason who is a DO, a neuromusculoskeletal medicine specialist in Bellefontaine, Ohio, who accepts all of these insurances. So if you're in Ohio and you need one of those, don't tell him I sent you. I don't know anything about him, but he has my name. Michael Gleason tickets. Oh, I wonder if this is that Michael Gleason from before. I wonder, is he still working? No, he doesn't have any tickets on sale. That's a shame. Michael Gleason been arrested. Those are more ads, but I can assure you this one has not. I'm sure there are many who have been. Children of Choices, chemistrysurfboards.com. Mike Gleason. Let's take a look at this guy. Ooh, apparently I am a surfer who is 5'10" from Long Branch, New Jersey. What the hell is with all these parents, all these Gleasons in the New York, on the northeast coast, naming their kids Michael? Pick a different name. Jesus. It's another minor league baseball. This is probably that guy from before. Yeah, it's that guy from before, Chico, California. He went to Cal State Chico. So we already know about this guy. Been verified now. Google Scholar, Michael X. Gleason. Michael X. Gleason. The least interesting X-Man, I would say, who works at the Epley Cancer Institute and apparently has written a lot of papers about cancer. So he's doing a service to the world. So good for this guy. Epidemiology, computer science, cancer informatics. Good for Michael X. Army Specialist Michael T. Gleason. He passed away. He's a fallen soldier, which is unfortunate, regardless of what you might think of the military and whatever. It's a shame that he is deceased. The Olympic rowing. I wonder if this is. Now, this is the Olympic website. It says born January 1st, 0001. I assume this is that Michael Gleason from before, and I assume that their computer system just can't handle a pre-1900 birth date, because that doesn't make any sense in the modern age. Let's see. Mike Gleason, a native of Spokane, who went to Gazanga Prep. Nope, he's a real estate guy, but we can't find the page. Sabrina Orand will wed Michael Gleason. I wish I had known about that. No, it's a wedding announcement from Downey. I don't know, I guess Florida, probably. Ronald and Marilyn Sheldon of Downey are happy to announce the engagement of their granddaughter Sabrina to Michael Gleason, son of Mr. and Mrs. Leonard Gleason of Huntington Beach. She is a 2006 graduate of Warren High School, where she was a cheerleader. She's attending Cypress College. She works for State Farm. Wonder if she knows Jake. So that Michael Gleason works at Albertsons and the Cattell restaurant in downtown Disney. Oh, good for that guy. Good for him working at Disney. Okay. Next page. More obituaries. Gonna skip them because I don't want to be depressed. Michael E. Gleason, the American Society of Golf Course Architects. Let's take a look at what this guy does. Yeah, he looks like a guy who golfs. Look at that. That's a golfer. He lived in North Carolina. He has 30 years of experience in golf course design and construction. He began his career in North Carolina. He worked with the Maples. 40 golf courses on the East Coast and abroad. Okay, good for this guy. And here's a bunch of the courses he did. So if you've ever been there, thank Michael Gleason. Just not me. Stephen Michael Gleason. No, we don't deal with Michael Gleasons who are middle names. We only want the first names. The Horton Group. That's about the surfer, I think. So the word chummed to the water to attract sharks. So I assume, I don't know. mgleason.summit.k12. Mr. Gleason. He's a teacher. I don't know if this guy's a Michael, though. He's a Mr. Gleason. Although, ironically, he is a music teacher. And I wonder if he plays trombone, because that would be funny. I'm actually going to see. Okay. Oh, he is a Michael Gleason. He is. And that's his wife and his dog. Oh, he's a cute dog. He plays trumpet. I almost played trumpet, but I decided I didn't want to deal with buttons. And New Jersey. Seriously, again, another Michael Gleason in the area. It's ridiculous. son of Dana and Mike Gleason, UFC Knights. Is this another? Yep. Favorite movie is Knight's Tale. Oh, he's a cheerleader. Good for him. I'm not coordinated enough to be anything involving dance. The Aerospace Corporation, Dr. Michael P. Gleason, who is a senior project engineer for space policy and strategy. Oh, good for him. I wish I was a space policy guy. That's cool. Obituary, Excel wetsuits, Mike Gleason. Apparently he does stuff with wetsuits. Probably the surfer again. Urban Dictionary, lyrics, a Professor Michael Gleason at Macomb. Michael Gleason at Macomb Community College. He's a professor. Let's take a look. Page not found. Well, apparently he doesn't teach anymore. Okay, so let's see what's next. Urban Dictionary, Civilpedia. Michael Gleason was a Nelson County's native who became a major businessman in Charlottesville in the late 19th century and was responsible for building the structure that became the Hotel Albemarle, which we don't have a picture of, but it's in Charlottesville. It was built by Michael Gleason, and, well, I guess I know what happens to me if I ever get trapped in 1896. I'm going to build a hotel. Anti-cancer challenge. Ooh, State of New Jersey versus Michael Gleason. Also not me. But I am curious to look at what happened in this case. 2011. Michael Gleason was convicted of the DWI. And he was in a beige Chevy Blazer. And he was intoxicated. And he was caught, apparently. So, yeah, it's a pretty standard cut and dry case. Oh, good for that guy. Fundraiser for Mary G. Nope, not a Michael. Oh, Michael Emmett Gleason died. That's unfortunate. A lot of dead Michaels. Stop naming your kids Michael, and there won't be that many dead Michaels. 9-year West Village Neighborhood Council Michael Gleason from Oxnard in Ventura County. He got involved with intolerable preventable problems persisted in the neighborhood. And there's a little interview with him. I take a guess he's probably the guy on the right. Although I don't know. I'd assume this guy is Peter Godinez. He just kind of looks like Peter Godinez to me. So, yeah, obituary. Ooh, Michael Gleason at Horizon High School in Scottsdale, Arizona on Rate My Teacher. Oh, apparently he's a very good math teacher. That's good, because I would not be a good math teacher. I love him with all my heart. He's an amazing teacher and coach. He is a disgrace to the teaching community. He should not even be considered a teacher. He just repeats words off his slideshows without explaining the concept. You fear going to his classroom every day due to ridicule and hatred coming from this man. How does that happen in 2 months? 2 months, he is amazing, he cares, he's a monster. Now, I'm gonna take a guess that, okay. He's a good teacher and a coach. He treats his coaching students better than his normal students. I get it. Oh, that's good. Oh, as a parent, when a teacher does not teach, just magically expects kids to get it, I question their integrity. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is funny. That's funny. I like that. Oh, Michael Cohen. That's not Michael. Michael Gleason. Mike Gleason in Brooklyn Park. Let's take a look. He's a plans examiner, and that's it. Mr. Michael Gleason, Broward County Public Schools. Whispering Pines. Ooh, he's a principal. Good for him. My door is always open. Safe, non-threatening environment. Oh, good for him trying to be a good principal. Alright, let's see. Home inspections, another dead guy, that's the guy from before. Michael Gleason was a general manager in a mining, something involving mining. Carrie V. Gleason Exploration and Mining Company. Okay, he owned a mining corporation. No, that's Matt E. Gleason, not Michael. Not interested. Gleason v. Deputy Sheriffs. Appeal the grant of summary judgment. Ooh, another legal battle. Let's see. Underage drinking party. And I guess Michael Gleason. Yep, Michael did not drink and was attacked. And I guess he either was suing or he is trying to get out of trouble. So, that's interesting. Michael Gleason. Maybe an unfamiliar name. Where the hell do you live that Michael Gleason... Oh, this is the music guy. But how the hell is that an unfamiliar name anywhere? It is like the most popular baby name ever. Members of the city council, legal law, more lawyers, a hearing instrument specialist, consumer brands, the Christian rock guy, department reports, workman's comp law, Irish famine immigrants in the States, Michael Gleason. It's very possible that's the guy, the ancestor of several of the Michael Gleasons that we've talked about. And it looks like we're getting to the point where the Google results are getting a little more few and far between. MichaelGleason.net, a writer, director, and a stand-up comedian, Mikey Gleason. He was born and raised in Delaware. He's got a YouTube channel. Let's see if he's still making videos. I mean, in this landscape, I can't imagine. Let's see, 6 minutes is... 5 months ago, he made a video about which is worse, Catwoman or Elektra. I don't know. Actually, that's a tough question. But, yeah, so he's still... Okay, good. This Michael Gleason's doing stuff. Good for him. Good for him. I wish I was... I wish I had... like, how many subscribers did he have? Let's take a look at it. I didn't even look. 3.4K. Woo! Can I get some of those? Yeah, okay. MichaelGleason.com. Gold testimonials. Oh, he's a home buying and selling guy. A lot of real estate guy. I mean, I guess it makes sense that Michael Gleason's would be doing everything, but... Jeez. Taste for top list topples Michigan fugitive. Oh, Michael Gleason got shot by a guy. That's a shame. Let's take a look at that one just because I know some of you are going to be curious. Paul Darland was apprehended after being recognized by a stripper in the Fort Wayne strip club. So he shot a Michael Gleason in the back of the head. Oh, in 1994. That's a shame. Yeah, no, there's no... I think I'm going to probably cut it at the end of this page. Shades of Noir, Michael Gleason. It's another music guy. Could be the same music guy. I don't know. Steve Gleason. Nope, don't care. Michael Gleason, son of actor Russell Gleason. Who appeared in All Quiet on the Western Front. Okay. Heritage Auctions Music. So that's interesting. Current supervisor Mick Gleason, state of the county. Boxing trainer Mike Kowalski. Nope, don't care. Gleason's Gym, Mike Tyson. Yeah, and that is... I'm going to call it there. That was a very interesting thing. Let's just take a look at some Google images and look at all these Michael Gleasons. Look at all these guys, and look at that Remington Steel. Look, there's all those Michael Gleasons we saw. There's a few lady Michael Gleasons. Well, no, he's just taking pictures of people. But wouldn't that be interesting if there were lady Michael Gleasons? Michael Gleason. Yep, a lot of mugshots. Lot of mugshots. Does not surprise me in the slightest. Who's that? Oh, it's Shannon Gleason. Not surprised at all those mugshots. Does not shock me. Anyway, yeah, let's go back to the Google search. I don't want to look at the mugshots anymore. So yeah, that was actually a very interesting video. A very interesting idea, at least. I learned a lot of stuff about other people that share my name. Maybe I'll do something similar to this. I don't know what I would Google search, but if you guys have suggestions, throw them in the comments. Maybe next time I'll look up Michael J. Gleason, or I'll do my name in quotations to get specific stuff, or other stuff. But this was actually very interesting. So I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly had a lot of fun doing this. Rest in peace to all those dead Michael Gleasons, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you next time. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on the channel. And if you'd like, you can also find my videos on any of these fine websites. And if you want to help out the channel, you can support us on Patreon. See you next time.